This is a continuation of some thoughts that I had recorded yesterday. I left without saying a few key things. It's about this story or this poem, this epic poem of Dante Alighieri's, The Divine Comedy. And it's about this pair of characters, Ugolino and Ruggieri, who are in the ninth circle of hell. And the scene is where Ugolino is munching on the contents below the skull of Ruggieri's head. And Ruggieri, of course, is encased in ice with just that top portion exposed. Pretty graphic horror scene. There's a few things that have been put to debate and contemplation, which I must add as part of the video yesterday. And that is, who would you rather be? Would you rather be the munchie, which is Ugolino in that position, or would you prefer to be Ruggieri? Again, the right answer, of course, is both of them are equally in the same position. I mean, I don't think anybody is better off, one or the other, but that is something for debate, up for debate. The other was the scene when the nails are being driven into the tower prison of Ugolino along with his male heirs. He looks at himself, looks at his body, weak by then, looks at his veins and understands that they're slowly being starved to death. The nails through the walls meant they were being shut without food. And so he understands right away, and he looks at himself, and there's this thought, or no, there's no thought actually. There's this expression on the face, on his face, subject to interpretation, and his youngest male heirs, youngest kid, asks him, "What is it, father? Why do you look that way?" Obviously, there's no answer given. Ugolino goes on to become blind through the starvation process. His children, one by one, die. And there's this line in the poem, which Ugolino supposedly thinks. This is after he's blind, he's calling out to his children, and he's feeling their dead bodies around him. And the conclusive thought is, finally, hunger proved more powerful than grief. Now, the debate here is, and everybody is free to come up with their own conclusions, but connect this to the scene in the afterlife where he's the canine metaphor of him munching to the Ruggieri's head. Does that tell us whether he ate his kids to live a little longer? that's it. That's all I had to say. I thought I'd make a continuation video because these are two key things that have been debated, and of course the poem is so rich with so many stories like this. I think I'm going to read it, or at least acquaint myself with it, once a year for a few days. My new digs, the pond house, still under construction, but I'm so excited. I'm so excited that it's finally standing up. It's a lot of hard work. Sweat, blood, and tears, and now for the pocketbooks. Need funding for these projects. You need to be smart enough to budget, to set up a budget and work within it. You need to have the expertise to do research, to do a good job. And seems to me that although it was a learning experience, I lacked in many areas. But I'm a little bit wiser in construction, I'd like to say.